Welcome back to a new Costco Canada haul. In today's video, I'm sharing everything I picked up for the week, and you're not gonna believe it, but this is like my lowest week spent to date. So yay me for closing off the month on a good note. Now, let me show you everything I picked up this week. First up, I grabbed these baby carrots because they were on a sale. So I opted to get these. T-Bone really likes these carrots and we like it too. And I especially like cutting these up and adding them into salads. I also picked up the biggest bunch of organic bananas I've ever purchased. This bunch has 3, 5, 7, 9, 10 bananas on them, which is insane. I can't believe that I only paid $2.99 for this, so I'm super excited. I was able to grab basically 2 bunches for the price of 1. I also picked up a bag of Costcados. They were perfection last time, and so we want them again, and I definitely wanted to get more of that. I also picked up some English cucumbers. These are huge, so big. And we're running low on cucumbers. That big box that I got, like we juiced some, we ate some, we used some for salads, and we need more again. So went ahead and picked that up. I also picked up another package of this salad mix. It's been really good and still in the mood for salad, so I picked up a pack of that. I also decided to get a bag of ambrosia apples because they're on sale, and what I really wanted to do was grab 2 bags, but I figured I can just save that money and use it for next month, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I only grabbed 1 bag this time, and it's such a good deal. In fact, I think next week I might pick up 2 bags because I think the sale is gonna end at the end of next week. So I'm planning ahead to save a little bit by doing that. Hopefully they're good. Hopefully they're good because, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with the apples at Costco, and we bought like 2 huge, I think it's like 20-pound bags of Honeycrisp apples from our local farm. We went apple picking back in September, and both bags are done. So we're back to buying regular apples again, but these are pretty good, and honestly I only chose them because of the price. That's why. Next up, I grabbed 2 packages of oat milk. Last week I failed at getting a box a week, so this week I had to get 2 boxes, and can you imagine if I only had to get 1 box, I would have spent even less today, but that's okay. I'm back on track. I got 2 boxes, so next week I should only have to buy 1 box because now I should be back on track. Next up, I grabbed a few things for breakfast options. First up, I grabbed some plain bagels. The kids love these, and oh my goodness, I like these French toast bagels. They're so delicious. My mouth salivates every time I smell it. It's literally what I want to have whenever we have it on hand. So I grabbed 2 packs of bagels. It's 2 for, I think, $7.99. And these bagels are huge. So they do go moldy pretty quickly, so you have to be careful with them. But what I like to do is store them in the fridge for starters. And then when I have the time, what I like to do is slice all the bagels in half, and then I add the bagels into a zippy bag and I toss it in my freezer. They toast up just the same as from fresh from the freezer, so you don't have to worry about that. Like, think of frozen bread. Frozen bread works perfectly fine, just like regular bread, as long as you warm it up or thaw it first if you don't want to warm it up. And I don't have a toaster. I use my air fryer for everything, and these toast up perfectly from frozen in the air fryer, so that's what I do to make sure that they never get moldy. I also picked up another box of turkey bacon. That's our bacon of choice, and the price is right because you get 2 packs of turkey bacon in here, and it's actually a lot of bacon. You know, we're famous over here for doing brunch on the weekends, and turkey bacon is like one of the stars of the show, along with our farm fresh eggs for brunch on the weekends. I also picked up more wraps. These keto wraps are amazing. I've actually been doing a lot of wraps for lunches lately, so that's why I went ahead and picked up more of this, because I actually need more wraps for my lunches and also, of course, for taco night. Next up, I grabbed a bag of organic 2% milk. That's just an essential. We're running low and I didn't want to have to run out. I also picked up some Heinz ketchup. This comes in a double pack, and I would like to wait for a sale to buy it, but let's be honest, there's probably not going to be a sale until the warmer weather months, and we need ketchup now. It's still a better deal than buying it at the grocery store, but I do like to get it when it's on sale. The sun is shining in so nicely, which is great. It's been raining for so many days in a row. So this bit of sunlight here is making me so happy. But I went ahead and picked up some yogurt because we like this pack and it happens to be on sale, which makes it a little bit more affordable. I don't remember if I checked the date, so great. November 29th. This should last us a while. The Kirkland yogurt that I bought last time, we didn't finish it before it expired, so that was a bummer. But you know, yogurt parfaits are just gonna be on the menu for me for breakfasts, or maybe I can just have the yogurt and have the bagel since I have that as an option. And don't correct me if I said breakfast wrong, like it's fine, it's just breakfast. I stopped buying it because honestly I find it annoying that I have to like portion it out myself. But we're literally running completely out of all the protein that I use for him. So I figured one day I'll put on some gloves, I'll roll up my sleeves, and I'll just get the job done and portion this out so we have it for a little while. And then this week I've been craving for a long time actually, but I've been craving pork belly and ramen. And I know that sounds crazy. I've also been craving like pork belly with rice. Again, it's such a random craving and I always forget to pick it up. But today I did not forget to pick it up. Today I remembered my craving and I'm super excited about that. So this pack was one of the most affordable options and it's actually a lot of pork belly in here. You can use pork belly for ramen, like to cook it up as like a regular meal. You can also do it like burnt ends. You can do it all kinds of ways, but I'm just gonna make it with rice one time and then another time I'm gonna make it for ramen, like do my own homemade ramen at home and add this in there. So yeah, this is everything I picked up this week. I really didn't get a lot and that's because we literally don't really need that much. So I'm super excited that I was able to come in way under budget this week. And I'm also proud of myself for sticking to the list. There's nothing here that was an impulse item. Everything was things that I know for sure we needed and I budgeted and planned for. So this is a great under budget shop. Next month, I'm planning to get some Cookie Pal treats for T-Bone because I saw that they were on sale. There's also some other items that did start on a sale, but I didn't really need them for the end of October. So come beginning of November, I'll definitely be picking those things up. And in November, I'm actually planning to make sure that for the entire month, I come in under budget, not just week by week. So fingers crossed I'm able to meet that goal. So let me go ahead and put all this stuff away and I'm gonna share some meal inspo with you later on in this video as well. I'm trying to relax here, you know? I'm trying to relax. T-Bone. T-Bone! Why are you ignoring me? You gotta let me relax. Oh gosh, sorry. Costco shopping is tiring, T-Bone. I need a nap. I need a nap. I'm so tired. I'm not ready for a walk yet. I'm not ready for a walk yet, okay? I'm tired. T-Bone. I'm too tired, okay? I'm too tired, T-Bone. I just can't go for a walk right now. Can you bring in the groceries from now on? Huh? Can you drive us to the store and bring in the groceries yourself? It's tiring doing all that shopping, okay? I'm tired. I will take you for a walk when I'm ready, but not now. I'm not ready right now, okay? T, I'm not ready for the walk yet. All right, so I have the pork belly cut up here and I grabbed some pink salt. I'm just gonna add it to my pot of boiling water and then add the meat inside. I don't have like a measurement for how much salt I'm using. I just use like maybe a tablespoon. T-Bone swears that this is for him, but it's not. So I'm gonna just try not to drop any because he'll eat it all. And then I'm gonna try to toss all this in there without making a mess. So I managed to get it all in there. I'm just gonna cover it a little bit to help that come to a boil. So while that is boiling for a few minutes, so you're supposed to boil it for a few minutes to kind of take out the impurities and like get the yucky stuff that comes off of it once it boils. So I'm gonna do that, and then while that's boiling, the rest of the pork belly I'm going to get into Ziploc bags. I'm gonna portion them out so I have like 2 strips to use for every time that I make it, since I most likely won't need more than 2 strips at a time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. And then over here, I went ahead and just gathered the rest of the ingredients that I'm gonna use. So there's different ways to make it. I'm just making it with what I have on hand and hoping and praying that it tastes good. So I'm gonna use coconut oil to kind of base my pan and kind of fry it up, I guess. But I'm gonna fry up the coconut oil with coconut sugar because some recipes call for coconut water, but I don't have that. So coconut oil, coconut sugar, I feel like it's gonna give me the vibes I'm going for. I have 3 cloves of garlic. I just didn't feel like grabbing more than that, so that's what I'm gonna use. I have like half a thumb of ginger. I'm gonna probably just toss this in there, or I might slice it up so that the flavor can get through quicker. Some recipes call for shallots, but I'm gonna use a red onion because I'm a home chef. I'm using what I have on hand. And I've had this in my pantry for longer than I can count. It's oyster sauce. And I'm gonna use oyster sauce and some soy sauce to flavor it up. And I'm gonna dig in my freezer for a hot pepper because I want it to be like super spicy. And I'm gonna get that ready and going, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna need for ingredients wise. All right, so just in case you were wondering, I had a total of 8 strips of the pork belly in the package. So each of these zippy bags has 2, and you know I had already cut up 2. So that's the impurities that I was talking about. I'm just gonna kind of boil that out. I'm probably gonna boil it for a few more minutes because it's literally only been boiling for 5. But I am going to turn the heat down to medium. Sir, I don't have anything for you, okay? I'm gonna turn it down to a medium because I don't want that to boil over. And while that's going, I'm starting some rice. So I just have 1 cup of rice that I'm gonna cook in a pot. And hopefully by the time the rice is done, it can sit for a little bit and I can have a little bit of time to let this simmer once I start cooking everything down. If I don't feel like going to look for a hot pepper in my fridge, I'll probably just do a lot more black pepper because that'll get it spicy too. And I know in my freezer I also have some cut up green onion that I'll sprinkle in there when it's almost done because I like green onion. So let me try to get all this stuff away so I can chop up these things and prep for getting the pan browned up and stuff. let me just say this smells amazing already, and all I did was cut up garlic, onion, and ginger. But I have my pan heating, so I'm gonna add a lot of coconut oil, probably more coconut oil than I need because I'm kind of winging this recipe. I've never made it before, but I'm craving it. And I feel like I've watched so many YouTube videos on how some people do it that like can't be that hard, right? It looks pretty easy. So yeah, I have enough oil to cover the bottom of my pan. According to the recipe, that's what I need to do first. And then I've got my coconut sugar. The other recipes, they used brown sugar, but I'm using coconut sugar because that's what I have. I don't have brown sugar. And then you're supposed to brown the sugar in the oil before you add the meat. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep mixing it so I don't burn the sugar instead of brown. Coconut sugar can be very finicky like that. But then again, I guess any sugar that you're browning can be finicky like that. So let's just do a little mixeroonie. It smells really good. I mean, it smells like coconuts. So if you like coconuts, you'd like the smell of this. If you don't, then maybe you won't. Okay, so I feel like that's good enough for me, okay? That is good enough for me. Now I'm gonna add in pork belly. All right, so what do you think about the food inspo I shared in this week's video? Is it a thumbs up? Are you gonna try it out and add it to your meal plan for the upcoming week? Thank you all so much for watching and spending your time here with me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you all in my next video.